Is it ever okay to take advice from an attorney that you find online on the internet? Would you like to know the answer? I am Gerry Oginski, a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. That is a trick question. And the reason why it's a trick question is because no attorney anywhere online, anywhere on the internet, can ever give you advice. And you should never, ever, ever, I'll say it again, ever go ahead and make legal decisions based upon anything that you read or see online. Now, why would I say that as an attorney who practices in the state of New York, handling medical malpractice cases, accident cases, and wrongful death cases? And I've been doing it now for more than 36 years. Why? Because the law changes. Because the law may not apply to your specific situation. Because there may be exceptions to certain things going on with your specific matter. If you were to rely on any attorney, I don't care how great they are, I don't care what experience level they had, I don't care what successes they've had in the past, you are now putting yourself at risk of now applying something you see online with information and facts in your particular case. And that is a very, very bad formula to wind up with. You can never, ever rely on information from anyone, myself included, about your particular matter. So you might be saying, why am I watching any of these videos? Why am I reading about these types of cases online? Well, I think it's really important to go ahead and learn about how the process works. I think it's critically important to understand and learn information about how the legal process works from start to finish. I know that you have questions going on in the back of your mind about something that happened to you. And you have questions about, okay, what happens if I do this? What happens in this scenario? What happens if? And all of those questions are valid. The problem is applying the law as it exists today, the day that this video is actually being recorded, to when you are actually watching this. Laws change. The statute of limitations, that means the time limit in which you have to bring a lawsuit, sometimes change. And that is why you cannot rely on outdated information. And even if it is up to date and you're watching the video as it just gets published, that is still not a valid way to go ahead and determine the answers to your specific legal questions. So, okay, you may be saying, then what do I do next? How do I get accurate legal information about my particular matter? The simple answer is, you need to pick up the phone and call so that you can have a detailed conversation with an attorney about your specific matter. And one of the key things and one of the most important things that you will need to know is, number one, whether your matter is actually timely. Because if it's not timely, then everything else doesn't matter. Then there's nothing that I or any other attorney will be able to do to help you to go ahead and push forward with a possible case. So the first thing that an attorney will need to evaluate is your matter timely? Is it within the statute of limitations? If it is, then your attorney will delve deeper and now begin to question the facts of your matter about whether or not there was wrongdoing, about whether or not that wrongdoing was a cause of your injury. In New York, it doesn't have to be the cause of your injury. It only has to be a cause. It's an important distinction. And we go ahead and evaluate the full extent of your injuries and damages. And we do that by getting all of your medical records, going through all of them, and then having a medical expert review your records to determine whether or not, in fact, you do have a valid basis for a case. So don't think for a second that just because there's an attorney online or on video or in a blog post giving you great information, that you can now take those details and now apply it to your particular facts and then rely on that information to accurately determine whether or not, let's say, your matter is timely, or whether or not you should take certain action, or whether or not that hidden video that you recorded of your doctor can be admissible at the time of trial. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to open your eyes and help you understand how these types of cases work in the state of New York. You know, I realize you're likely watching this because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen in New York and you are thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8888. 8207, or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.